So, if you feel like your life didn't go as planned and it's shaking your confidence, don't worry, this video is for you. Because I've been there, I'm going to go over what I did to rebuild my self-trust. To be honest, confidence isn't something you build overnight, especially if life have thrown you off course. But there are steps you can take to slowly rebuild it very quietly and effectively. So let's dive into what actually works. So what is the real reason why our confidence take a hit? A lot of the times when life doesn't go as planned, when you have your goal set and everything seems to get in the way and every decision you decide to make falls apart, it creates self-doubt. And every time that failure happens, every time that decision you put all your trust in falls through, you lose a little bit more of that confidence. And the sad part about it, we start to do the opposite of what we need to do in these situations, and we start comparing ourselves to others. We start comparing people to ourselves on where we think we should be, right? We start to look at someone else's life and think, maybe if I didn't make this decision, I would have been where they are right now. But what that does, it just eats away at your confidence even more. But the truth is, awareness, and actually not awareness, but feeling like you're behind the curve, like everyone's actually figured it out before you have, is actually normal, because awareness in where you are normally comes before the empowerment, because you have to be aware that you're in a situation before you can get out of it, right? So that normally happens before, and it's a very important stage. But you have to remember, your confidence isn't lost. It just needs a little reset. So here are some small steps you can actually take on a day-to-day basis that will help you, slowly rebuild that confidence. The first thing you can start doing is journaling. And I know everyone talks about journaling. They can't stress it enough. There's so many things, you can do with journaling, but the main reason why it helps so much, it's because one, you can get your thoughts out. A lot of the times when we have thoughts going on in our head, whether it's negative, overwhelming, writing them down can definitely ease the stress on you. But another huge thing that journaling provides is it gives you the actual blueprint to look over, your past struggles, your past accomplishments, the growth you've made, and how far you've come. A lot of the times when we're going through different struggles in our lives, especially when losing your confidence, we don't see how far we've come. Right? We normally focus on how much we haven't accomplished instead of, in the moment, who we've become in that moment. But looking back in your progress, especially, journaling for a couple weeks, a couple months, you can definitely see how you've evolved, you've grown, the things you've learned. And that small thing, it definitely brings confidence and it gives you that motivation to keep going. The second thing you can do on a daily basis is daily alignments. And you want to pick one small thing that aligns with your values. So for example, if you want to eat more clean and you decided you're going to focus on having one home-cooked meal a day, maybe take the opportunity to plan out your meal so when you actually go grocery shopping, you have that set on what you need to buy to actually make that meal. And then each day, that part of your days where you really just focus on enjoying preparing the meal for yourself, enjoying, exploring different recipes, but also enjoying the meal itself. And you follow that and you do that on a day-to-day basis to really just feel grounded in something that you truly value for yourself. The third thing you can do is actually celebrate the small progress. It's okay. You don't have to wait for yourself to, make this huge accomplishment. You don't have to wait for this big situation to happen. A lot of the times, focusing and, celebrating those small wins, they really push you to take on, more wins in the future. And to be honest, the small wins are what add up to those bigger wins. So being able to celebrate that, it gives you the time to actually take a moment and love on yourself on how far you've come and the things you've accomplished, instead of being the person that's never satisfied and always wanting to hit that bigger goal and not really enjoying or, giving yourself that praise when you do actually complete the small goals. Because to be honest, they all add up in the end. And I know these steps are small, but they compound on a day-to-day basis and they add up in the end. And a way I've seen that actually play out in my life is I started earlier this year wanting to be a lot more physical, wanting to be a lot more attuned with my health. And I decided to start taking, classes at my local gym. And initially started out with just me going, 1 to twice a week, but not necessarily focusing on getting to a certain weight or looking a certain way. I really wanted to just feel better, have that part of my day where I can really be active and, exert that energy. And I started doing that twice a week. I'm now up to 5 times a week because I actually do enjoy the class. I've made amazing friends. But it really is just, doing the small thing over and over again that slowly compounds over time, where one, it's become a lifestyle for me now where I'm a gym girly. And a year ago, I wouldn't have actually said that about me. I was never really that active. But now I do enjoy it. I do like the feeling I get from it. And I wake up excited to actually go to the gym and really be able to push myself, exert that energy, and I feel so refreshed afterwards. But it's the small steps that I took in the beginning. It's the small steps that I took in the beginning that gave me, the confidence. It gave me the motivation to keep going. But I also felt better the more I went. And that escalated into me actually doing it even more. And now it's a part of my routine. So the biggest thing you're going to have to do in this, I guess, in this chapter, that's a better word, in this chapter of your life is to actually focus on having a mindset shift. And the reason I talk about a mindset shift is because you have to understand rebuilding that confidence isn't going to happen overnight. Right? And you want to make sure you're focusing on understanding that it's about consistency. It's not about perfection. We all make mistakes, but the biggest thing is not to stay down in a mistake. It's to pick yourself back up and understand that you need to reframe your mind. You're not a failure. You're not failing. You're actually rebuilding. You're in this chapter of your life where you're rebuilding a new version of yourself. So on a day-to-day basis, I want you to say this affirmation. I want you to say that I am completely capable of building the woman I want to become. And you're going to do that every single day because you are capable and you are in the process of building that woman that you are becoming. If this video made you feel seen, made you feel heard, don't worry, you're not alone. This channel is for women who are rebuilding themselves in their 30s. And if you want to keep doing that and feel even more heard, hit this video right here to continue growing. And until the next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.